Hey guys, so we're in Assault Squad 2 and we're going to quickly look at scripting in AI Radioman to call in airstrike. So start with a new map, Alt F to take the fog off, save it, we'll call it Radioman, and then F3 mode, we'll add a Radioman to the map. Basically what we want to do is Radioman has this little artillery signal gun there in his inventory, so we want to script him to switch to that weapon and target something and fire a shot at it. So we know his range there is about 60. So he fires that, we see smoke deployed, and then we should get a couple of strikes. Okay, so reload the map, place our radio back on, and we'll save the mission. So, there's a number of ways we can target things, but we'll start by just putting a waypoint out there. And we'll add a trigger. Waypoint. I'll add a short delay. 2 seconds. Now, to make him switch from... You'll notice he's currently got his primary weapon there. So the first thing we want to do is go to Entity and grab Inventory Command. And the action we want to leave it as Take. And we better give this guy a tag for now. So we'll call him Tom. So we want Tom to take an item. The item is going to be the artillery signal gun. So that'll make him switch to the other weapon. And then we'll add another command. We'll go actor, action, and it'll be Tom again. And the action will be attack ground. And the target, well, it's going to be waypoint 0. Mission save. So there's our target over there. We should be able to press start and it should work.
Keep moving.
So he's going to keep firing because he's got that command. So basically that attack ground action, he'll keep firing. So if you don't want that to happen, you may have to put in another delay. So let's press finish first. So if we only want him to say fire once, put a delay of about, say, 5 seconds. Then we'll add an actor state, Tom, and all we want to do there is drop the order. So that'll Alt F to get rid of that fog, press start.
The king and country.
We get one shot off in 5 seconds. So 5 seconds wasn't long enough. Let's change that to, say, 8. Now if I press F3, F8, I can actually turn that trigger's fired. It doesn't have a trigger statement. to reset the trigger, but I can reset it here in the mission state. So there we go. Well, 8 seconds he fires too. So we can fine tune this. Let's put it at 6. F8 again. Reset that trigger. I reloaded, so that stopped it anyway, but you can fine tune it there and play with it if that's all you're doing. But let's say we want something a little more dynamic than that. Let's say we'd want to put a couple of radio men down. And there, player 1. Then we might put some over here. And we might make them player 2. So these guys are enemies. So we want them to recognise each other and we want them to shoot at each other. How would we achieve that? Okay. So we'll turn... If you just hold down control and click on a command, you can turn it on and off. So we've cancelled our waypoint 1. We're going to add a new one. And we'll go radio man / PO. So player 0. Rename because I misspelled radio. Okay, so we're going to use the C actors condition. So in here for the selector, we're going to use advanced. I'm going to add a group. I'm going to include with item, and the item will be with the existence, and it's going to be the artillery signal gun. So for selector, it's just going to be an actor with that gun. So that'll be any of these guys. Go back in there. I'm also going to include player O. So this, we're setting it up for player O first. We'll set up a second one for player 1. Okay, now the enemy will be, change that to advance. We'll include player 1 as the enemy, and we'll include, well, we'll just, you could say him, the prop human. You could really refine that. You could exclude anyone who's already dead. You could exclude the state inactive, so anyone hidden. That's always, it's just good practice to always include that one if you're doing this sort of thing. Okay, so for a distance, we could go in range. We could say a minimum of 20, so you know, not too close. You're not going to fire it too close to himself, and we know that range was 60. Visible, and we're going to tag them. So we'll call it radio man _ PO, and the enemy will be radio target P1, player 1. Okay, so just going back in here, adding the inventory. So copy that first name. So it's going to be the radio man PO. What the C actor does, it's going to tag who sees who. So we can use that information to do the rest here. So he's going to arm himself with that gun. And then he's going to now the reason I'm going to use attack ground instead of just attack, because with attack it's more likely to switch back to its primary weapon, because it's going to know that the best way to attack that another infantry is with his primary weapon. So attack ground, it's actually going to just attack that location. So again, it's Radioman P1. And the target this time, we're going to use the guy we tagged. Then we can add in that delay. What did we work out? I think it was 6. Yeah, I think it was 6 I worked out. We'll put in 6 seconds. And then we want an entity state. And we're going to remove these tags that we add in the C actor. So we want 1 for each of them. I'm going to add another delay here at the end. Just give it time to remove those tags before I allow the trigger to fire again. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go P1. And I'm going to change that to player 1. I'm going to change this to player 0. 1 in there. So I'm basically re-editing this second trigger for the opposite player. Save that. Zoom out a bit. And press start. So there you have, you can make it dynamic. Now this method had worked for, say you had guys with rocket launchers. You could use this C actor, find out the names of their rocket launchers, and you could, instead of having attack humans, they could attack vehicles. So yeah, the C actor, it's very flexible with the way you can use it. Okay guys, there's a quick video, hopefully that helps. Cheers.